Oh, goodness be, and goodness me. What up, everybody? Sorry it took me so long to get back into the groove of things. I decided to totally update my build page and make them up to code. I decided to take some time and get into the fucking weeds with this character, and I have been min-maxing micro this, macro that, move this, move that, try this, try that. I mean, I'm still early at level 72. There's still plenty of space and opportunity, but I've just been trying to figure out exactly what the game plan is, what exactly is going to make this move, and what our best options are. So that's why it took me so long to jump back in. But here we are. We're out here, baby. And now we're about to grind out and hopefully not get too stuck in the weeds, but just enough to figure out some good techniques that are going to help propel us to the 90 territory. I'm going to load a bowl and get started, and we going to get this shit. Alright, uno momento. Let me get this weed situated. Yes, sir. Now, I updated my build pages, but I will say after doing just a little bit of the weeds just now, I'm probably going to have to re-update them because there was definitely some micromanagement movements going on. Yeah. I'm going to preview some of that for you real quick here before we even jump into this map. So far, I will say the build is working out. I mean, our biggest opportunity right now is boss damage, but I kind of think I may have found a way to work with that or a workaround. So hopefully that won't be too bad, but that's definitely going to be a lot of our experimentation is going to be towards the bossing side of things. Because again, that's where I think without having two hammers, that's going to be our biggest area that we're going to look for, because bosses are going to do the most damage to us. We're not going to be doing the most damage to them. It's just how it works, right? So we're going to have to really think about this one. Also, looking at my weed plant, it is not doing good. I don't know what it is deciding, but it just does not want to stay up. You know what I'm saying? Just leaning. I think I had it too close to my my balcony, unfortunately. I think that may have gotten the better of it. I need like a fucking string, dude. Shit, I probably should not have started fucking with this right this moment. My bad, y'all. I just saw a drooping. Can't have no droopers. Any droopers in the chat? Ain't no droopers around here. I'll tell you that right now. Fuck, I don't know what to do to fix this though. I need like a string. Oh Lord have mercy, she going down. If I can do this maybe. Let's see. Sorry y'all, sorry. Hold on. My babies need help. Maybe that'll work. Oof, we'll see. Those nugs look so beautiful though. But I don't know if there's anything that I can utilize off of that. Oh well. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Smells delicious. Smells diddly-umptious. Grum diddly-umptious. All right, pun the fuck up. Let's get it.
Speak.
Okay. So real quick, let me clear out my inventory.
What is it?
All right, let's get into it. So I've decided to, as of this moment, right now, this is some big area of opportunity too that I've been doing a lot of testing to see what actually is effective, what feels good, what looks good, all those things combined. And what I've come up with so far is I think I'm going to keep Thunderstorm as my auto trigger every time I throw my hammer. I think that just seems to make sense. I just think that for now, that's where it's at. We've got Controlled Destruction, which is going to give us... actually, I should take this off now, because I just realized I took Resolute Technique off. So let's just put Lightning Pen in there for now. Alright, sorry. We'll probably figure something else instead of Lightning Pen. But we got Thunderstorm. We've got Cast on Block now is going to be Lightning Conduit, because I realized Lightning Conduit is like more of like a clear, and it does a lot of damage on shocked enemies, so I figured Lightning Conduit will be triggered when I block, so when I block, I'm usually next to an enemy or near enemies, close range, so I'm thinking that will do just fine. I would have that on my trigger for Thunder God's Wrath, which I did have earlier, but again, for its cast time, plus the 1 second to total cast time, gives it like a 300% meta energy requirement. And that just is taking too long, fam. I don't know about that. So I figure I put it in the Cast on Block. Cast on Block is not something that's going to be triggered often as of right now anyway. So it's kind of just like a lucky perk type of vibe. And it surprisingly builds up a significant amount of energy from what I've experienced so far quickly. So we're still debating on Lightning Conduit here, but I'm liking it so far. I decided just recently to get rid of Bone Shatter. I realized in the flow of mapping, I'm not using it as much as I thought I would. And if I am going to use it, it's going to be for like basic cleanup around me. So I realized also that Mace Strike is a free move, aka it frees up a skill slot. It's doing more damage, actually, than what Bone Shatter was doing, and it will make up for my basic clear a minion here or there type of move, right? It has like the exact same support gem, so it literally just replaces that. The reason being is I've been struggling with boss damage, and I do personally think that using Forge Hammer to give an extra layer of aftershock, but also just consistent hits. I'm not even using it at all anyway when I boss, so I might as well give it purpose for bossing. And because of that, what do I need? I need Infernal Cry. And you know what? I'm only going to be using Infernal Cry when I'm bossing. So it's just going to stick to a bossing only move, so I never trigger it when I throw my hammer for normal mapping. Plus, Infernal Cry will give me, like, I guess a bonus on actual hits to the boss anyway, too. So it's just an overall win-win. Moving forward here, Forge Hammer, I got rid of Life Leech and put Fist of War back on there. Other than that, It still contains the same exact options. Thunderstorm also maintains the same exact options. Leap Slam, I didn't change anything in it. I also did not. Rolling Slam, I put Rage back in. I don't know why I didn't have it in there initially. And I put Aftershock in here to consistently get a little bit more Aftershock, which essentially is a 200% damage buff, right? If you think about it. So incorporating that. For Armor Breaker, I decided to add back the Smelting because I think that's a no-brainer if you're going to have armor break. And that's the only purpose of what this is doing is fully breaking armor. So we're going to maintain that. I added Infernal Cry back. It uses the exact same support gems as before. I'm even debating maybe getting rid of Magnified Area and incorporating, what do you call it, cooldown recovery. We'll debate. We'll see how I feel about that. With Second Wind, I don't know, and I might be able to still use this in some other fashion in normal mapping just because, so we'll see. Other than that, Blasphemy, unchanged. Herald of Thunder, unchanged. Wind Dancer, unchanged. Area of Opportunity is our resistances, obviously. Block is pretty solid. Evasion is decent for not investing much in evasion. Armor is very solid, especially considering the perk of evasion adding to our elemental damage. So just a little bit more investment in there, and I think I'm going to be popping off. Now, this is where things get interesting, and I will say, being Pathfinder, this is where this build is fucking interesting. And hence why I was sitting in the weeds for so long, and why I'm hoping that I don't sit in the weeds with y'all. Theory crafting on my options and opportunities, because look, I'm basically all over the place with this thing, right? Due to our Timeless Jewel here, I've really started to incorporate some of these bigger nodes, these notable nodes. So we now have these guys popping off. With potential opportunity for elemental damage up here. And that's about it, really. None of this stuff is popping out to me too much. Except for maybe potentially here for an extra armor increase in cold res. It's just we would have to invest a little bit, basically 5 points, if not 6 actually, to get this. And I'm still not 100% sure if that's worth it. I'm also going to spend 2 points here to get at more magnitude. We definitely need some more fucking magnitude. I may even spend 3 points to get this with the critical hit chance now. But I have invested a little bit back over here just to get more shock situation. I took away from these because I just felt like the mana regen is such a dead stat that's really not helping me, no matter what I want to argue for this magnitude of shock that I'm inflicting. And so that frees up quite a bit of points for me to reallocate into here and then elsewhere. Moving on over here, I've decided to get rid of Resolute Technique. I didn't have it before, but I put it on for a little bit, and I just don't, melee, I just don't think it's needed. I just don't think it's needed. But this is a hot contention with myself, so I'm debating if I'm going to bust it back out or not, but it is what it is. Now, here's where I decided to add those extra points. We decided to continue up the chain to get a jewel slot here, which is now going to give us a from nothing, which is actually going to give Resolute Technique radius, so we can actually get some of these dope things over here, though, right? Which would be Breaking Blows, Honorless, and Behemoth. Now, I plan on also using Overwhelming Strike. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to incorporate it yet. As of right now, my setup is, this is for all weapon sets. These are for weapon sets 2, aka boss damage, with, again, this being just allocated weapon set 2 just for now. This is allocated to both weapon sets because this is useful for everything. And yeah. I could even honestly debate swapping this for this, but I don't think so. As of right now, this is what we're cooking up with. We're level 73. We got plenty more levels to go. I'd like to maybe invest in this lightning damage. I'd like to maybe invest more in defense with plenty of options here. We may even decide to, now that we're up here, figure out a new angle going up to some of these nodes, because there is quite a few of stuff that's pretty nice around here. Especially for this spell, I really want to maybe get to this area. But I do like this. This is really... If I can cut it off here, I think we'd be happy. Even if we cut it to here, because honestly, look at this, guys. We've got all this physical damage, and... What's that? Reduced skill effect duration. Even better. Now, will this be worth it? Physical damage does not surprisingly do that much for us in the grand scheme of things. So we're holding off on that concept. But I definitely want some of this spell area damage. I think that's huge. I think this whole inner thing is massive. So if we think about those 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. With the next 7 levels I could spend and get this. Or we find something wacky to continue on over here with, which would either be this stuff or maybe something over here with stun threshold, which I haven't needed at all. Maybe stun recovery would probably be ideal. But that's an opportunity there for some points. Again, maybe right here for some points. The world is our oyster on this side. We even could fucking do subterfuge. But again, my helmet has no energy shield. Well, not much. It's got 100, right? So fuck, like even this could be still useful. I mean, it takes me up to 31% elemental damage, a decent evasion boost. I mean, who knows? That could even be 80, 81, 82, 83. Since I didn't count these, 84, 85, possibly 86. We really want to. 87, 88, 89. And then figure out what the fuck to do with 90. Maybe do like 90, 91, start getting into the critical hit stuff territory. I don't know. This is the beauty of this build. We have options. Alright, now that I've been yip-yapping away, let's get to some gameplay. I'm really cruising slow right now just to learn the build. So we're going to pick up the pace here in a little bit once I get moving and grooving. I'm just testing some things out with some basic modifiers and stuff. Visual, still looking badass, still looking like a female Thor. Nothing changed there. Still on point. In terms of, I will say, in terms of skill assignment, we've got our Mace Strike on X now, where Bone Shatter was. Leaf Flame is still for square. Thunderstorm doesn't need to be there. Forge Hammer is still R1. Thunderstorm is still R2. We've got Infernal Cry now on the hold for square, because remember, this is usually what I use bossing abilities on. Hence the Arm Break and the Rolling Strike. Let's get it. fucking Sun Temple too. This map blows. I gotta remember to keep using Thunderstorm. Debating putting life leech on my Mace Strike. I think I'm going to once I get level, obviously level 90 to get the fourth, or excuse me, fifth. Get the fifth fucking port slot. Sorry, trying to make sure this acceleration got me moving. Yeah, I feel like what's good to have, why I decided to finally go with Thunderstorm, or keep trying Thunderstorm out as my cast on ability, if you will, for the hammer. It does seem to be like a pretty nice, like it just casts consistent lightning. And you know what? I think Coursing Current seems to be the best. I mean, I've got it on Thunderstorm. I've got it on Forge Hammer. So I think we put that instead of Lightning Pen. Get that, because I think that's OP as fuck on Thunderstorm. We'll just be getting shock on shock on shock all over. Gotta wait till I get a, what do you call it? A support gem. But I have to change my guide because I made that guide update earlier today before I start getting into the weeds, which means certain things are going to change on it. Damn, dude, I could just fucking spawn these guys. What do I have? Inflicting lightning exposure. I don't think I have anything inflicting lightning exposure. Which I guess I don't need, because I have elemental weakness, right? Yeah, see, I mean, it's not amazing or necessary. I thought I had it on something though. What was it? Maybe it was originally on. I think it was originally on fucking. My thunder, or yeah, thunderstorm. It's before I put a overabundance on it. Well, now I gotta think if putting lightning exposure somewhere would be good. Oh fuck, I haven't even looked at my comments. My bad. Yo, I'm done with the editing. Gotta record the audio real quick and then I'll jump in and hang out. Hell, yup, gonna have a bowl real quick first though. Hell, yup. Earlier you mentioned you've been testing, and retesting, so I'm curious to see what you came up with. Yeah, I just pretty much explained all of it, but you'll see obviously in real time. I got a little ahead of myself there. I should probably go back and check some things out. I'm gonna kill some more enemies. There's definitely another abyss over here. Or in the first floor. Now what I could do is, although I wonder if it would keep the thunderstorm, the regular thunderstorm, or if it would keep the microtransaction. It would probably maintain the microtransaction. I was gonna say my manual cast of thunderstorm could be the light version, and then I could like use the other lightning storm as my hammer version. Remember, y'all, I'm losing health because of the cancer. There's lore reasons to this shit. One of my biggest opportunities right now is rings. I need some pretty specific rings. There was a ring that would literally be the exact ring I'm looking for. And like a beautiful version of it at that for 700 divs. So I'm currently working with this one. And I'm working with this one. Which I'd like to get rid of because the mana regen, useless. Light radius, useless. Lightning damage could be higher. Fire damage could be way better. Not even fire damage. However, I do have these 3 rings. This one is awesome. This one is awesome. This is the one I would like to use for it. I just need to get an Omen of Light and re-roll the T8 on there. And this one's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, all of these combined, all 5 of these rings, these seem to be the most that give me the most resistances and shit back. So, yeah. Probably find a better version of this now. Might have to look into that. Yeah, I need some pretty nice rings. Of course, I could go on my other characters and grab rings from them. Okay, and I'm low-key kind of doing that from Thor right now. Not only with these rings, but with the hammer. With this 2-hander that I have. Until I reach level 77, I can't really get an upgraded 2-hander. So this is what I'm going to rock. But my Thor build has some of the best 2-handers that I own, so I'm gonna just take his and put him on this one. I'll say, why is that guy? I'm not dying. Defenses are still the biggest,
Won't turn my nose up at that.
defensive layers are the biggest opportunity that I know is going to get me boned. Go to this boss.
My flesh burns.
Let's see if I can pull this combo off. The Wombo combo.
Let the sun curl your flesh.
With this guy, I'm gonna wait for him to do his bullshit. Oh, you're gonna go start with that move, huh? I got acceleration, buddy. Poor choice. See, as you can see, this move, as much as I love it, doesn't really do that much damage. I mean, it kind of does, low-key. Oh, I'm fucking up.
Touch of cold hate. Consume.
Okay. So I was just fucking testing that, but the idea there is, right, the Wombo combo, caster Thunderstorm, shit, even if you wanted to, you could even leap strike into that, which, good luck pulling that off. Thunderstrike, or Thunderstorm, leap slam, throw the hammer. Shit, actually, you got armor break first, huh? Armor break's probably the first thing. So right when it starts, armor break his ass. Step back. Thunderstorm. Leap slam in. Throw this hammer. Hit the infernal. And then hit him with the hammer. Whew. That might be tricky for me to pull off. We'll see. Dude, I'm sorry, folks, but that never gets old. Whoop. Whoop. Alright. I think I can probably do T4s, but as of right now, this doesn't seem to be slowing down, so... Or, excuse me, slowing down my, my XP, so... Well, we're still learning, it's good, so we'll keep it up with this. Where's this person? Rocket propelled turd, my buddy! Hey, do you have a castaway I could join for? Currently, I don't think I do. Woot woot, well done. Digging how far the village has come. Okay, I'm about to record, so I'll be back. Yes, sir. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Whoops. Wow, those are actually semi-decent.
Red sand.
Go on.
Hey yo, what up?